allow him to come forward, but obviously he didn't want to. He was coming forward, but he didn't want to engage coming forward. So the next fight, I think it's going to look a lot like the first one. I've always felt you need to beat the champ. That I don't feel I was really beaten, but obviously I took an L. So yeah, man, just bounce back, stronger, better, and faster. So 145s, I can't leave the division on a loss, that's for sure. So 1-1. Let's see. May the best man win.
So will your future with Bellator depend on that fight in particular, and/or him coming up to 155?
He's not coming up to 55. We all know this. That's that was why he released the belt in the first place. Wanted his brother to be a champ. But that's cool. To be a champ, you gotta be a champ. So I'm looking forward to being the first champ he fights.
Will that be a Bellator, or you are at other organizations?
Yeah, I mean that's home. Bellator's home, so definite. That's still a goal. I want to be champ. So it's first step, retrieve the world title back, and then game plan to get that second one.
We saw on social media you post that a photo saying that you're not gonna let any judges to take a decision on your fight. How you handle that to not go into the octagon in a really crazy way, looking for a knockout, looking for a submission, and not get exposed while you take a really dominant win?
That just comes from, I feel like, being an experienced athlete. Sometimes, you go in there, you go 100 miles an hour, but being able to manage yourself with the adrenaline rush and methodically maneuver through a fight, game plan doesn't always go as game plan. So you got to improvise in that moment. And yeah, fourth round, if my dad had told me rip his head off, I'd have turned up. Obviously, fourth, fifth round, you get a little bit more winded, but there's just a different beast inside of me, dude. And it's a kill or be killed monster. So like, if my dad had told me in the fifth, that's part of the team. We work together as a team. There's lessons for him to learn in that last fight. There's lessons for me to learn in the last fight. But obviously, the biggest lesson is for myself. And yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, man. Is just coming back stronger and better. This may have been the little fuel that I needed. It wasn't normal AJ out there, but it was still a good AJ. It was a good fight. But I want to get back to dominating, Don't leave it to the judges. We Body Shop grew up on that motto, When you're in that cage, it's within your control to capitalize on those opportunities. So
you said that Bellator is your home. How do you see the other divisions from PFL, UFC? How do you see that division? How do you think that you can be the number one, the champion at the time of the day?
Definitely. Hands down, I feel I'm the best. Well, I know I'm the best 145er in the world. Doesn't matter organization. Let's fight about it. If somebody feels otherwise, I got some bread to put up for it. PFL might be open to cross promotion. Bellator is open to it. I don't think Uncle Dana is, but maybe we get something going. It could be a possibility. We got Cyborg, myself. We get some big stuff popping there in the near future. Who knows?
You'll be more than happy to go Bellator versus PFL event.
Why not? That would be huge. I would be very open to it. I'm sure Scott would be open to it as well.
Thank you.
Anytime.
AJ, you had like a long leeway, I think, the first fight to the second fight. Would you rather kind of get in there pretty soon, date locked up?
Yeah, that's one thing for me. It's real big is fight activity. 3-4 fights a year is ideal for myself. If I'm knocking people out in 2 minutes, I don't want to wait 6-8 months to get back in there. I want to get back in there in 2 months. At the end of the day, is how I put the food on the table for my family, for my father, and so forth. Right. So, yeah, if I'm not hurt, put me in there. And even if I'm hurt, I'm still going to go in there. So line me up.
You're talking about with the cross promotion, that would be, huge. And do you feel like you're kind of like the face? You're the face of the Bellator 145, and if you guys do this cross promotion, of course, Cyborg and Kayla would be huge. But you feel like you would be almost the face of this cross promotion?
I don't know. Just with the accolades, I pay attention to a lot of what people have done. So I wouldn't mind fighting under Kayla and Cyborg. That's just a historic fight, with the accolades Cyborg has under her belt, man. Every organization she's touched, you know what I mean? To be a victorious champ in every organization, that's unheard of. So I'd be honored to fight under that card. I wouldn't, obviously I'm gonna try to come steal the show. That's a different story, but yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Lineup don't really matter.
Last one for me, Oliveira, half pound over. What's your thoughts on that? Missing weight, champion, AJ, what's your thoughts on that?
It sucks, man, because I've come in 0.2 over before, and you got to go lose that 0.2, and you're already depleted. You're like, oh, it's draining. So, man, it's a tough situation, but that's the job, man. You know what I mean? Making weight's the job, and I know people don't see the backstories that goes into fighters' lives. They just see make weight, the fight, and what's portrayed. They don't really get to see what's behind the scenes. And he may have had some stuff going on at home, dieting, something. You never really know in the fight game. So, yeah, for Gaethje, it's win-win-win. For Oliveira, it's win to you got to win. It's win to win. But, yeah, I think if he wins, I don't know, man. It sucks when you miss weight because I'm not going to say it's unprofessional, but I don't think people know what it goes into actually making weight. 145, like it's not easy, but with the proper techniques, coaching, dieting, and so forth, you can do things the easy way. So for him, keep your head up, bounce back. Hopefully they'll go out there, put on a good show still.
Appreciate you coming in. There was some talk about that situation with the scale being off by a half pound. Did you hear that? And have you ever encountered anything like that in your career? The scale in the back being different than officially?
Well, every scale's different, so I can see that, but that's the thing, man. Weight's tricky, Like I said, I came in 0.2 over once. That's 0.2. I cut my hair off and I'm on weight. You know what I mean? But like, it's that much of a difference. I can't really speak upon a situation like that until you're in it. You know what I mean? And speaking from experience of being 0.2 over, it's rough. When you're already down and you're there, and it's like, man, I got an hour and I got half a pound. Like, dude, I've sat in the sauna once for an hour and didn't lose anything. So it's like, sometimes, you just got to dig deep. Yeah, and hats off to him, but got to make weight. That's the fight for me. I know once I make weight, fight's fun part, that's why I call the cage my playpen. Go out there and play. It's fun. It's like art for me.
You said after your last fight that, couldn't go back down to 45s because get angry, family doesn't exactly like. Was there anything that happened that particular week? Like,
no, I just know I'm an asshole when I cut weight. You lose 30 pounds and see what type of mood you're in. Like, I'm not gonna be happy to train 2-3 times a day, running every day, and then gotta deal with my dogs. I gotta deal with my brothers. It's a lot. And then you gotta deal with my dad telling me when I have a shitty practice. I know I have a shitty practice. You don't have to tell me, But it's like, it's all for the big picture, and that's what I'm proud. I got a team that really makes me take accountability of when I'm in the wrong, self-reflecting, and so forth. So it's a big key on Body Shop, man.
AJ, good to see you again. You mentioned how important staying active is. What do you think of the PFL season structure and knowing when your next fight is, win or lose, kind of in that regular season portion?
I kind of like it because it's a set structure. It's like a sport. It's a season. It's making it a sport. I like that. You know exactly when you're fighting. You know what to expect. It's a job. You know what you have to do. You know your date. You know who you're battling, and you know what to prepare for. So I like that aspect of it. It's cool. Hopefully it's just not during the snowboarding season. No, I'm just kidding. Snowboarding's the go-to. That I had to cut my last snowboarding season short for this fight. So it's like little things like that. I'm enjoying a little vacation time, and then, call me with a fight. Well, what's up? I'm going to fight. But obviously I want to enjoy snowboarding.
Where's your favorite place to board?
Big Bear, dude. Cali native all the way. Bear Mountain. It's a small mountain, but features are awesome. It's a great mountain range. I'm looking forward to getting up to Tahoe. I've been to, where did I go to? Utah. I was in Utah. It's out there, Brighton. Brighton was fun. I broke myself. Woo!
Have you been to Breckenridge yet?
No.
You gotta go to Breckenridge.
I haven't been to Park City. I haven't been anywhere really.
Oh,
My seasons have been real short snowboarding. Like, this is technically only my second year snowboarding, and I probably haven't even done 100 runs yet. Like, I'm probably like close to maybe 100, maybe, but nah. I genuinely love it. Besides snowboarding, fast cars, fighting, And guns. That's AJ McKee all the way, the mercenary.
Put it on your bucket list.
Oh, definite. I got a bucket list.
Did you get to do any shooting while you were down here in Texas?
No, not yet. I actually want to go boar hunting out here. That's out here pretty big, right? Yeah. They pay you to go bust at some boars. Oh, yeah. Let's go. In there. Cha-ching.
Kyle on Zoom.
AJ, thanks for taking the time, man. You got this PFL shirt on. Are you trying to give us a little bit of a spoiler here? You know, little subliminal message here?
Oh, not at all, man. I just finished supporting two friends, cornering. So, you know, what am I supposed to walk in here with a Bellator shirt on? The disrespect, like, I'm in these people's houses. You gotta be respectful, man. I'm all about the respect.
No, we love that. And you mentioned, you know, clearing out the lightweight, you know, maybe taking out that Pitbull name if you won the featherweight title, which, you know, 99% of us thought you won. Do you still want to go lightweight, or you just feel like you need to go back to featherweight and get your throne back?
Currently, I have unfinished business at 145 pounds, so I'm definitely looking forward to retrieving my 145-pound title again, and then obviously moving up to 155 pounds. That's been my key. You know, I want to be a champ. Before Connor did becoming a champ. Before Patricio, like, you go back to interviews 2015, I've said it. I'm going to be a champ. So for me, my aspirations and goals in life, my next step, well, I'm back to step one, which is retrieving my title, and then it's going to be champ again. So those are my next two steps, you know. Hopefully we get it worked out here and get this 145-pound title back around my waist before the year's over.
Thanks, AJ. We love you, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.